N'a voyé yon moun accompagné 24 sur 24. Ou besoin 12 heures de temps, pas de problème. 8 heures de temps, n'a baoul. Pas bien, non? Ou gen license HHA, CNA. Nous gen job pour 508 682 3104 508 682 3104. Le Total Care Home Health Services. Nous gen travail pour vous. Nous entrons la cadre avec 4x4 promotion. Mes amis, non pas arrête, oui. That's the truck of the 4x4 promotion. Et nous pourrons parler aujourd'hui là avec candidat qui est déjà avec nous dans le studio. C'est M. Richard Wells, State Representative 7 Norfolk, Milton, Randolph. He's a Democrat. And I hope you already registered to vote. Because on November 5th, only 11 days left, and that's the D-Day. Mr. Richard, he passed the primaries easy, and he get to the final. Now, we know when he get to the final, nobody can hold him. It's like he's a soccer player with the ball dribbling everybody till he get to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is there for November 5th. Guys, get ready. Let me translate also for people who are listening. Monsieur Richard Wells, avec ton state representative, 7 Norfolk, Milton, Randolph, qui sont démocrates. C'est lui-même qui a gagné l'élection, dans l'élection primaire là. Il y a avec ton Kounia là, parce que l'élection finale là, it's November 5th, 2024. Guys, get ready. I think that's for the first time he's at the radio. Mr. Richard Wells. I have to say, welcome to Radio Teleplanet Compact for the first time we have you. And how are you today?
Very good, and I'm honored, Harold, to be here. Thank you very much for welcoming into your home this morning.
Yes, I think, crossing September to get to November is not an easy task.
No, it's a lot of work.
You get a lot of tough work. Tough guys, lawyers, good politicians waiting. But with your gloves on, look like you win the war. And now you get to the place where you got to be crowned. They got to give you your crown. That's why we got to push people to get out
and
vote for November 5th. So how do you feel today?
So I feel very good. I've been in public service for over 30 years.
Okay.
My dad was in public service. He was a policeman for 40 years.
Wow.
Before I became a policeman in the 1980s. I joined the Milton Police Department. And public service is a distinct honor. It's hard to ask people to vote for you because what you're really asking them to do is to trust you.
That's right.
And the one commonality amongst all of us, amongst all sexes, races, generations, is we are human beings.
Yes.
And as people in public service, you need to understand that and you need to be able to try and help them whenever they have issues. And we live in a world today, as you know, just in the short time I've been here, has a lot of issues.
Yes, so let me translate. Monsieur Richard Wells, State Representative, fait nous connaître que madame monsieur, comment sent-il Kounia? Bon, monsieur dit sent-il bien, il a 30 ans, 30 years, depuis il est dans le business là. Et puis, dans les années 80, il était en police officer aussi, parce que papa était en police. Donc, Kounia là, il dévouait toute force pour aider, et non l'autre façon. So now, since you was a police officer, you still, believe me, because you are working to help the people again. As a state representative, this time for Randolph and Milton.
Yeah, so since when I left the police force, when I retired as chief 7 years ago, I ran, and I want to see it on the Milton Select Board, where I have now been. I'm entering my 8th year serving
from
the residents there.
2017?
Yes. And again, it's an extension of...
Oh, you're still in the board then?
Yes, I'm the chair of the board.
As a chairman?
Chair right now, yes.
Yes. Oh, et Monsieur Richard, c'est chairman Select Board depuis 2017 jusqu'à 2024, ça, il est toujours dans place là. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
And this running for state representative is an extension of that. It's just an extension of giving back to those in need. I mean, we live in a world where there are so many issues, from economic issues to social issues to religious issues to transportation, housing, food. And a lot of people don't even understand what food insecurity is. They don't know what it is.
Yes.
But those are real issues. And that's one of the things that I'm very proud of, is that I've always been extremely receptive to those who I serve, and that's important.
Yes.
Because even if you can't always solve a problem, at least if you're fair with people and you answer their questions, then they're going to respect you, and they're going to appreciate that, and
That's right.
that's very important. I know I heard you use the word crown. There's no crowns in this. Right? there are no.
No, like, it's
Yes,
like
I know what you mean, though. I know victory. Yeah, the victory. Yeah.
The final.
Yes,
That's
I
the
get
limit.
that. I get
like
that.
in football, we say,
Yeah.
the touchdown.
I know this. Yes.
You ready for your touchdown?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, here in Boston, we're not seeing enough touchdowns right
No,
now.
not.
so-
Oh man, I'm dying now. Because
me.
I don't know what's going on now.
Yeah.
I tell Mr. Gerald, you got to be careful, man. One win and that's it. We've been losing lately, man, non-stop. I have to call Mr. Richard Wells to make sure you take over.
So one of your, I was knocking doors here in town, Randolph, yesterday,
Yes.
and one resident answered the door, and he was
Yes.
wearing a Patriot sweatshirt, and
Oh,
I said, I'm
man.
sorry, and,
Oh,
and he looked at me and he said, go green, just think green now, all Celtics.
That's
all
it.
Celtics.
Oh, now I feel much better.
All
With the
Celtics,
Celtics, no
yes.
problem, man.
All Celtics,
I
so.
hope so, man. But, Boston is a sports area. I'm talking about New England, basically, because most of our teams, they are champions. You're talking about Boons, you're talking about, the Red Sox. Oh, man, I'm loving, I love my Red Sox team,
I
know?
know.
And we're getting there. I bet you Patriots, give them a couple of years, because I
We're
know...
spoiled from my child. I mean, the childhood, if you grew up in Boston in the 60s, 70s, 80s, it was nothing. I still remember when we won the
we've been
first
spoiled,
World
though.
Series. I didn't believe it. Like, pinch yourself, because
Yes.
we always lose. We never win. But you're right.
That's the problem, man. When you've been winning, it's like you. So November 5th. So we really ask people to make sure that they go out, even though we know the victory is around the corner, but we don't want to put out. They say that. We don't want to keep saying, bang, this is going to happen, and then it's not.
No.
So we have to make sure people go and vote.
It's very important that people
Yes.
vote. That is, you're taking the action to vote is the single most important thing that a citizen can do.
Yes.
It's your putting your X in a box and speaking for something. And that matters. That, like, sometimes, people go, I don't need to vote, I don't need to vote. You have to vote. Because
Yes.
it's the only voice you have is when you walk into that booth and vote. And so November 5th is very important. And for me, I'm very humbled to run for this office and to serve people, because it means a great deal. And the issues that face everyone, including the Haitian population, and to you, you should be proud of what you do here.
Oh, okay.
You're bringing a voice.
Yes.
You're bringing a voice to the Haitian community, and as well as the Haitian community in your community of Randolph here, and way beyond that.
I'm like
and
a
that's
bridge
you are,
between
and it's
Haiti
so
and-
important.
Yes.
And especially, Haiti faces its own challenges. Syria has, they are a nation that has fought through such hardship and continue
Yeah,
to.
big time.
And for you bringing voices to that, it's so important. It's so important. And,
Yes.
And I just, whether I come back here or not, although I hope I will come back here again. I hope to add something to your wall for you. Something with my name on it. Your wall of heroes, your wall of honor.
That's it.
So
That's the
it's
wall
very,
of fame too.
No, I know, that's why I want to thank you for this, because it's important.
Yes.
It's important.
So, pour moun kapten de, M. Richard Wells, fè nou konen ke l'ta remè toune la, e pi mette foto li nan muyan, mèm jou an paket gwo moun nan muyan la, nan radio a, e radio a, c'est un coup, son voix que li nan communauté a, et li très content du travail que n'a fait a. Mais, on your part also, let's say, if people don't know you much, but you got a long track of great policing service and also helping the community.
Yes.
First of all, you as a director, or you still a director of Copeland Family
I am.
Foundation?
So the
You still?
I am. That's for the rest of my life. The Copeland Family Foundation was for many of your residents go there. If they go to Newcomb Farms on Route 28.
Yes.
So that was Copeland Farms, and
Yes.
that's where Copeland Company was. It was Pepsi company, and they sold it 25 years ago. And what our foundation does is we fund grants in a quiet and humble way. A lot of people don't even know how we do it.
Yes.
To so many issues, social issues, education. In the 20-something years we've been in existence, we've given away $41 million
Wow.
to help people of this region. So,
And you also are a part of the municipal police training
so I work
committee?
here. I actually work here in Randolph at the regional police academy.
1984, that's the time,
That's
the
when
year
I
I came
started.
here in USA. Present, eh?
Yeah, well, we didn't have that. The academy
That's a
that we're in
record.
now on Thomas Benwell.
That's a record, sir.
I've taught across the state, and policing sometimes takes a hit. But where would the world be without policing
Oh,
today
yeah,
in this
big time.
country? They
Big
do
time.
so much to protect.
And I can
And
say,
they
you know, Randolph, it's a community that's kind of safe.
Yes,
Same
very
as
safe.
Milton, too, those two
Yes.
places, you know?
And you have a very diverse police department. Yeah,
That's it.
They reflect. Police
Big
department needs to
time.
be reflective of the community, and
And
you should be proud of that.
I thank them
Uh,
for the service, you know, they've been doing to the community. Also, when you're talking about the one who help the firefighters,
Yes, firefighters.
they're a big part of the community.
Absolutely.
Because they put themselves in danger every time they call. They never know exactly what's
never
going to
know.
happen, and then the fire ravage, but they're always there. And you are the Master of Science in Criminal Justice Administration in at Boston University.
Yes, that's my alma
That's
mater
great. And Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice also at Western New England College.
in Springfield. I worked my way through college, both my undergrad degree and my graduate degree as a young policeman. I went to school nights for 6
U.S.
years.
Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI graduate.
Yes.
So that means you are more than ready
You think?
for the job. Yes.
Tell everybody.
You are more than qualified for the
No.
job. It's like I take Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, and they keep saying, hey, is she qualified to become? Well, she was an attorney. She was also so many things, vice president. So when I check your resume, I said, this guy shouldn't go for the vote. They should put him first in the place because he's a proven. You have a proven record, the same thing as a proven leadership.
I know you say that, and that's very kind of you, and I'm very humbled by that. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm just a person, just like anybody else. And
Yes.
the most important thing that I try to lead to people now and live in life is be useful
Yes.
in life and be kind. Be kind to others. It's hard sometimes. You can't always be kind all the time, but those two traits are so essential in life today.
Because when you came in, but you are such a humble person when you talk to people. I thought he's the one who will go for the state representative Randolph and Milton.
Maybe one day. He will one day.
I thought it was him.
Oh.
But it's you. I say, well, you see, the humble guy. That's how it is when you approach people. So that's how you win in life, you know?
It's true.
By,
And I've been very lucky in life in more ways than I can count.
So, is the situation right now in Randolph, and not only Randolph, but all over the place, we have a housing problem these days.
correct.
Because at the radio, I can see a lot of people calling me, do you have apartment available? Because people who have apartment always call me, and rooms, so I can put that in the community. But this is not easy to find these days. What's going on?
And even if you find it, can you afford it?
Can you afford it? Yes.
Can you afford it? And even if it's affordable, it's still the median. The cost is rents are through the roof. So that's a stretch. I mean,
But
I
how
am proud.
are we going to work with that? Are you working with the federal government to get something? Because Kamala says she will have at least five.
She says 5 million units.
5 million.
5 million units.
Well,
what
5 million
I
units.
will
You
s-
can
I-
bring some in Randolph too.
I will say they need to look at housing from a bigger picture instead of smaller pocket. They just need to. There are places in this state where there are definitely room to build housing, and but they need to make it accessible not just to live.
Okay.
It has to have amenities, to shop, for transportation. Like the MBTA is an issue here. It's broken more than it works, and
Oh, the
they need
MBTA.
to invest in it. They need
Yes.
to invest in the transit system because, as you know, especially for people coming to this country for the first time,
Yes.
like they don't always have cars or drivers. They need to.
Oh,
they
yes.
need to. I mean, one of the things that
Transportation.
bothers me, the BAT bus, it's on 28.
Yes.
It's out of service more than it's in service. That's a problem. That's something that needs to be fixed. So those are things that you're correct. People, housing, not only is finding it, but the cost of housing in this area
Okay.
of the country is very, very high.
Well, Monsieur Richard, me demandé lui, est-ce que plus gros problème non dans la communauté, c'est une question de housing. Housing, côté moun yo besoin appartement, yo pas qu'à joindre appartement et même kay tout sous joindre kay, est-ce qu'on capable, dis-moi, est-ce qu'on capable afford li because it's a lot of money to get a house, to buy a house. So, demandé lui, est-ce que parce que Kamala Harris fait connaître qu'il m'a mis 5 millions kay disponible là pour capable aider avec housing. Est-ce que gon parti cap vinn dans Boston tout? Bon, il dit moi que state là un côté capable construire. Ouais. Pour aider à la construction à housing, non? Étant donné que lui-même comme state representative for Randolph and Milton, so you think that's something you got to work on as soon as you become state representative regarding the housing department thing.
It's a critical issue in our state.
I know MBTA is a problem, but that's where to sleep is another big problem.
Yes, it is. I mean, if you go to Brockton, just not far from here, go to Brockton and see how many people are sleeping in the streets.
That's it. Same thing too.
If you look down, you'll see, I'm actually going there from here. There is a place that I volunteer called My Brother's Keeper. And My Brother's Keeper is in Brockton, and they provide, one of the main things we do there is find people housing and furnish it for them, as well as food on a regular basis.
Okay.
And as Christmas is coming soon, the big thing that they do, 14,000 people will come to them for help at Christmas time in this area. 14,000 each year, and that's significant. And the people, the hundreds of people who volunteer there, many of them from Randolph, from this community, and many people in this community as well as in Milton need help from them. And a lot of times people don't know that, and it's important to do that.
That's right. Because
you're touching the nerves of issues that are very true and real
that's
in this Commonwealth right now.
And another question, it's that one not only make news, but it's like the top priority for Americans these days, immigration.
That's right.
We know there are a lot of Haitians.
I know.
All over the place, not only in Randolph, in hotels right now. And I mean, Joe Biden is a good friend, you know. I have to say thanks to him because he gave me 7 people. I can't complain.
Did he really?
Yeah, I can't complain. But the problem is you have to make sure you fix the problem also. I don't mind he's helping, but you don't want to make the situation worse.
So you and I are products of the American way, which is we are a country of immigrants.
Oh, big time.
You came here yourself. For me, my grandparents came.
That's it.
My wife, her father came here from Newfoundland. Like my mother's parents came from Ireland, and we would not be the country we are if we were not a country of immigrants. And
that's it.
You are correct in that we have to find a way to fix the problem. And the Haitian community brings a great deal to not just this region, but to this country. And that's essential and critical.
And I came in 1984, and now I bring my brother, I bring my mom. My mom is 94 years old. She's there.
Wow.
She's cooking now. She won't stay away from the kitchen.
Was that her that answered the door today?
That's my sister.
Oh, your sister. Okay. I could only see. I could barely see through the window.
She was in the kitchen too with my sister, both of them.
Wow.
But you know, and
your mother and you came together here.
My mother came first.
She came first.
Before I bring, you know, when you become U.S. citizen, you bring your mom. My dad passed away in 2020. He was 90 years old, and my mom is 94. So,
do you remember? Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Do
you remember where you were when you took your oath to be a citizen? Where it happened?
Yes, I was living in Hyde Park.
Where was the ceremony?
The ceremony is downtown.
At Faneuil Hall?
At Faneuil Hall.
So I'll say this to you.
Yes.
Every American should go to a naturalization ceremony.
That's it.
Once.
You can learn in life.
I've been to, my wife sings professionally.
Yes.
She sings the national anthem. She's probably sang 500 times.
Wow.
But one of the things that she's done for many years is she does naturalization ceremonies.
Yes.
So I've been to many. Every American, every person should go to one once. Because I was born here.
Yes.
So I know.
Hey, I call you back, Mr. Donald Louis, okay? I'm still with the guest, my friend. You are next, okay? Wait for your time. This guy can wait. I told him,
You're busier than CNN.
Yeah, that's how it is.
But every American, I'm serious, everyone should go
and
witness it and to understand how essential how important and how privileged we are to be citizens of
Big
this
time.
country. The
Big
greatest
time.
country. In spite of everything, it's still the greatest country in the world.
Oh, big time, man. And I think that's the only country that can give you opportunities that other countries don't give you, sir. When people talking about Russia, about other places, but think about USA.
Yes.
What can you become?
Anything.
Even if you are poor, you leave your country, the opportunities that you got in USA, you don't get opportunities like that nowhere in the world. And then you can make a life for yourself and your family.
We were talking earlier about our
Yeah.
mutual friends,
Yes.
Linda Dorsina and Marie St. Fleur. So
That's
I
right.
knew them as kids, as teenagers.
Yes.
I remember them as teenagers running around in Dorchester way before they would ever think about entering public life. And look what they became.
That's
look,
right.
Look at not just what they've given back to the Haitian community. Look what they've given back to the city and to the Commonwealth
That's it.
in such a short time, and continue to give back.
That's the only country, sir. That's why I say, hey, Haiti and USA, so they're part of my,
Fabric.
that's why.
Your fabric.
And if you have to talk, whoever have bad things to say, don't say those two countries because that's me. He's
That's
talking
right.
bad about because when they give you an opportunity like that to make it in life, and you can become U.S. president too, but not me because, I'm not born here.
Never give up. You don't know. You don't
I got
know.
my daughter here.
Yes, there you go.
She's at Kerry College. She's nursing. Second.
Great program.
Yeah.
Great. I
Nursing.
know Curry College very well. Nursing is one of the hardest. That's one of the hardest programs they have to get
Yes.
into is their nursing program.
Yes, it's a tough one.
Very much in demand.
Very much.
What year is she in?
Second year.
Is she doing clinicals yet?
Oh yeah, she goes during vacation time.
Where does
She
she
goes
go?
to Cambridge.
Oh, does she really?
Yeah,
That's
I
where
mean-
my wife works.
Oh, very good. So I'm telling you, man. So when you work hard, you can become whatever you want in
That's
life.
right. If
So
you-
based on your focus and stay positive.
When you walk into Disney, a lot of people probably never even notice this. When you walk into Epcot at Disney, there's a
Yes.
quote from Walt Disney up there.
Yes,
I use it very often, and it says, your mind and ability in life
that's
are
it.
limited by only one thing, your own imagination.
So November
do
5th,
anything.
yeah, go ahead. November 5th, how are you going to motivate the people to get out the vote on November 5th? If they want to contact you, even for putting signs.
Oh yeah,
how
for
would they do
anything,
that?
for whatever anything they like, they could go to my website, which is richardwells.org.
Okay. Yes.
And I'll repeat that, richardwells.org. And
Yes.
if you want to put it up, you can.
I seen it.
And they can reach right out, contact me, contact our team. We get a lot of calls, we get a lot of emails on a daily basis. And again,
Yes.
I know you say I'm humble, but I'm also proud, and I'm very proud of that. And it's hard to ask someone to vote for you. Because
That's the best way.
Some people you
That's
have to do it.
Richard?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I know
Yes.
Richard. He knows us in the community. We know the kind of person he is. I bet people will come out to vote, That's how it is. And
We
about
hope
this,
so. Let's hope so.
About the sign, who was going to
And
put
so if
sign?
anyone if they
Yes.
want a Richard Wells sign,
Yes.
on their lawn,
In order to, in the
so
lawn.
they can go right on
Let's
the
meet-
right on the website. They
let's
can
meet-
click.
oh,
the
on the
sign.
website they can
Yeah,
check
we
the
we
website.
deliver it to you the next day.
Yeah.
The next
But
day.
what about if people want to help regarding
They
fundraising?
can do that. All that.
On the
Donate,
website also.
Everything. Donate. They can donate to the campaign. Every amount, $5 matters. Every bit
Yes.
helps. A sign if they want to come out and stand out.
But
on.
do you send a lot of text to people? Because I realize,
we
man,
have.
Oh, I realize those presidential candidates, man.
I don't text as much as we use. We use email a lot, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All those we use a lot. I haven't used TikTok yet. I'll have to think.
Oh,
about
TikTok
that.
is. Oh man, that's a young generation.
I watch TikTok. I haven't been on
Generation
TikTok.
Z, sir.
I know it is. Oh, believe me. I talk about.
I bet you that's all they know now.
My students, the young police officers I teach at the police
Yes.
academy here in
But
Randolph.
it's good, though, to
They're
put-
all Generation Z.
But it's
yeah.
always good to put yourself up there
Yeah.
on TikTok. Yes.
Oh, we do all the mailers, yeah. So we do
the
mailers.
mailing, yes.
This week, Randolph Suburban Shopper,
Yes.
our ad is on the front page. Every resident got it on Wednesday. Has everything, pretty much what you have in the palm card there.
So you don't have no fundraising coming before November 5th?
No,
or
now
something?
it's all work. It's
Okay.
all work
Now it's all knock on
Knock
the door.
doors every
walk.
day. Every
that's
day.
very important.
Knock
So-
doors, attend events. Tomorrow there's a big event. Tomorrow night is Trunk or Treat here in Randolph.
Yes,
We'll be
yes.
at that. It's a big night.
Oh, man.
We'll be giving away candy and
Well, I
That'd be
think,
great.
the way we work, people already know Mr. Richard Wells, and you pass the message, and I think a lot of them already know who you are, and they're waiting for November 5th.
Well, I hope they are. I
So
hope that you're right.
the clock is ticking.
It is ticking.
11 days, so keep doing what you're doing.
If I win, can I come back?
Oh, anytime. Anytime, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the community will love it, and they really love to hear you today. It's like they want to make sure you are successful on November 5th. So, again, if, let me say in Creole, si vous avez besoin d'aider M. Richard Wells, il y a un comité to elect Richard Wells Jr., ou capable aller sur le website là, richardwells.org. richardwells.org, ou avez toute information de lui-même. Est-ce que vous avez besoin tout, if they want to call the headquarters to ask questions, they can call 617-433, right?
Yes.
617-433-8453, c'est téléphone ça, vous capable de parler, et bien, headquarters, M. Richard Wells, et puis, pour capable de information. Donc,
And one more thing, I'm the only Democrat running for state representative.
the only Democrat.
The only Democrat, that's correct.
Pas oublier, non, c'est celle démocrate qui a couru pour place là. C'est lui-même. Pas oublier, non, dit, we always say Richard Wells, but in Creole we say Richard Wells. Okay? Seul démocrate, the only one, please, for November 5th, don't forget that. So all in Randolph, they should be able to see your name.
Yes.
Okay. So I got my
Well, they
wife-
will not. They're hearing my name after today because of you.
The big time, yes.
Because of you.
I got myself, I got my wife, I got my two boys. I got two boys. They are twins, 30 years old. Our Junior and Jimmy. They used to be in football team in Blue Hill. That's
Blue
where
Hill-
they
Blue Hill
graduated.
Regional. Blue
Yes,
Hill Regional.
Blue Hill Regional.
Great school.
All of them.
Great school. Very good school. It's
That's
a
where
secret jewel to this area that people
That's
don't
where
even
my
know.
daughter also
Great
graduated
school.
before
Great
she
school.
goes to
Curry.
Kerry College. So we got a bunch of them. So we got to make sure I bring them out. So they got to vote for Richard Wells, and we are Democrat, by the way. I don't like to say it behind the microphone because you got to be neutral.
Right.
But anyway, I interview a lot of people who
I know you
are
do. I know.
Republicans. When you do radio, you got to be neutral.
I get it.
But the only Democrat in the field.
The only one.
And then to
for state
say,
rep, yes.
no, you cannot, come on. Anyway, when somebody vote, you don't know exactly for who the person vote. Yes. So, I don't know if you have a last word for people who are listening right now before you go.
So I'd like to say thank you to you first for allowing me this opportunity to come here. And I hope this is the first of what will become many visits.
That's it.
I know my way here now.
Yeah.
I know how to get here. I know my way here.
Yes.
And I just ask everyone, all of your listeners, to go out and vote on November 5th for someone who understands the issues, cares about the humanity and the
Yes.
important things that are important to them in this community and in both
Yes.
Milton and Randolph. And if they would please vote for Richard Wells on Tuesday, November 5th. And God bless, and thank you again. You're doing a wonderful thing here.
Wow. Thank
I'm
you,
honored to
Mr.
sit in this seat. I've
Thank you, Mr.
been
Richard.
around the world, and I'm honored to sit in
Yes.
this seat today.
I mean, we'll be seeing you more now because as a state representative on November 6th, and you will be seeing more in Randolph. And
Yes.
people in Milton, we got a bunch of Haitian people,
We have a
in
very,
Milton.
very significant and large.
So in Milton, that's
population.
Milton. Mattapan is not a part of it.
Mattapan is not. No, Mattapan is
Hyde Park.
Brandy Fukuroki.
Yes.
She's the state representative for Mattapan. She's a little bit of Milton, but she's mostly Mattapan.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
But you 100%.
That was Linda Docina's. So Linda Docina,
Yes.
she has Linda Docina's seat. Linda Docina Flores.
So,
former seat.
Wherever,
Linda's in private practice now.
Yes.
She's got her own.
Yes,
She's done
big
very
time,
well.
yes.
She's gone. That's it. You used the
She
words.
quit the other
She's-
job to
Linda's
get-
gone big time. Yes.
That's
Good
it.
for her though.
Yeah, very popular in the community
Yes.
too. So wherever we are in Randolph, wherever precinct we go to, we should be able to
Yes.
see your name.
You'll see my name, Richard
Yes.
Wells, first on the ballot,
Okay.
state representative.
So you and somebody else, right?
Me and someone else. Yes,
Oh, but
an
these people should
independent,
know the only person they need to think about is Mr. Richard Wells, please. Richard Wells. There is no two. Three is the name. Richard Wells, please. That's the one you need to support. Well, thank you, Mr. Richard.
Thank
That
you
was a
very
pleasure meeting you.
My
Hopefully we'll
pleasure.
see you in the future, you know?
You will.
It's not the last time.
I look forward to it.
That's it.
Thank you, and thank you to
very
everyone
much.
for listening today.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Depuis plus passé 35 l'année, source 10 000, a travail pour tout Haïtien dans les États-Unis, Canada, Bahamas, Saint-Domingue et en Haïti, de façon pour capable connaître parole bon Dieu, des milliers d'Haïtiens déjà étudiés dans source 10 000. Qui ça wap tant nous-mêmes? Équipe Vive la Vérité a invité dans étude biblique source 10 000. Source 10 000, c'est une étude biblique gratis à 2 niveaux. Dans le premier niveau, nous étudions un seul sujet pendant 3 à 5 mois. Deuxième niveau, nous étudions 12 sujets pendant 24 mois. Dans 12 sujets, ça y est, nous avons cité baptême de l'eau, baptême Saint-Esprit, royaume bon Dieu, la Sainte Seine, le sabbat, la résurrection, etc. Chaque niveau étude ça y est couronné avec une cérémonie de graduation. Dans le premier niveau, nous avons décerné un certificat. Deuxième niveau, un diplôme. N'importe où quelle que soit l'éducation, quelle que soit l'église ou marché, ou capable d'étudier avec source 10 000. Et puis, ou pas obligé de marcher dans l'église, non. Ou arrêter dans l'église ou, et puis, ou étudier avec source 10 000.
Inscription pour études 1er cycle novembre 2024 là, ouvert déjà. Classe a commencé samedi 2 à dimanche 3 novembre. Kouyo a fait chaque samedi 7h 9h PM et chaque dimanche 7h 9h PM. Pour toute information et inscription, composez 617 680 83 44. 617 680 83 44.
Bon anniversaire.
Radio Télé Planète Compas, nous gagnons 22 ans année ça. Son question de bail support ou?
Bail support ou? Ah, Mr. Compas, bien content, oui là. Ça veut dire année ça. Son question de